Hello there and welcome to the stream. Let's see how today is gonna go, right? This is our moment to shine. Trading for keeps, welcome. Good morning. Well, it seems like, pretty much sideways. Just wanted to check in. Maritime Trader, hello, good morning. So, as I was saying, most likely sideways action today. Nothing special to, nothing special to go for. Akram, hey, welcome back. And Tudor, oh my gosh, Alician Cause, just subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for subscribing. And Chelsea, welcome. Yeah, no trading. I mean, we had a great London session so far this early morning in London. In London, baby, and it was awesome. Beautiful trades. All the trades were a winner. I pretty much loved it. And Farhad is back. Hey, welcome, Farhad. So most likely there's one thing I'm pretty much curious about, like, where do we gonna go from here? There's a level up there which is a 5-minute supply zone. So 5-minute supply zone right there. Curious if NQ wants to go. Who knows? It's like 60 points. Why not? Possible target. No way these days, but we'll see. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier in London. Like, statistically speaking, like these kind of holidays, or Labor Days, whatever. Anyway, these bank holidays, even during Christmas or in between Christmas and New Year, or Easter, 4th of July, whatever, you name it. Like sometimes we do see some proper movement, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, I changed the microphone. I do sound like the BBC radio. Stay tuned for the show. It's 19.1.2.fm. Thanks for joining us. Hey, CS60, welcome. Bassam, hey, welcome. And Naomi, good to see you, Naomi, again with Lizelle. Hey, Lizelle. Yeah, let's see how it goes. No New York Open today. But, one thing's for sure. I mean, one thing's for sure, Chelsea, there used to be some sort of a liquidity surge happening anywhere between like the 9:30 to 11 hour. So, we could expect something maybe. I mean, not sort of a big move. We can use this time. I'm actually going to use this time to maybe go crazy on some evaluation accounts. Who knows? Why not build some accounts? There's still some good sales going, so why not? Rafa, hey, welcome. And Muba, welcome. And Nawab entering the building, doing great, thank you. And Zach Monster back from the coffee break. Me too. I have my second coffee right here. Hey, Marion, welcome. Booyaka. Filkos. Do we know when MyFundedFutures will send out the emails? Well, it could be tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but I'm supposing it could be tomorrow on Tuesday. Announcements and such, don't quote me on that, but it should be somewhere around there. Shout out to Filkos. As soon as he closed the stream, oh yeah, TP hit. That was a great trade. And Zoltan, welcome. I'm gonna shorting all pump sideways. Yeah, we'll see. I mean that there is no market open, I know, but it will be pretty interesting to see how the market will behave. During this hour. 3 cups to keep yourself awake. Nice. Yeah, this microphone is definitely for BBC listeners and broadcasters. Hit the like, everyone. Gold is pushing higher again. Is it? Oh, seems like it is. Oops, hold on. Let's see what's happening. I mean, if in gold, if you go to the left here, I mean, this one is a order block at 52.3. So this one right here, I'm not saying it's like super hyper guarantee and everything, but this is technically a supply zone. I'm not saying we're going there, but that's a supply zone. Anyway, here's the market open, which is not a market open. So let's just wait patiently. I bought the FundingTicks network eval, and they gave me another. Let's go. And if I, oh yeah, Akram, that's the buy one get one for free. Oh, give me another one for free, and if I pass the, oh, another one for free if you bet. Nice, that's one. That's good. Well, who knows how it's gonna behave? For now, all we see is that look at this. I'm telling you, some sort of a liquidity surge. I mean, orders flowing into the market by some reason. Who knows? Some big players, not in the US, but you know, other places in the globe. You know, some hedge funds, banks, big players. Who knows what's moving the market? But you know, London is technically still open if you think about it. By the way, here we go. Get out of close before 4:60 midnight. Look for short. Yeah, let's see. It seems like that NQ started to dump. I mean, this kind of movement that we're seeing here, many days during the New York Open, we don't see this kind of move at all. So as a possible start, it's not that bad. Now, in terms of targets, there are some targets down there. The micro did not take out the 371.25, which is a demand zone low. The mini did do that, but otherwise, you know, we'll see. Gold struggling so far a little bit. Yeah. It looked like it might want to go higher. Now it's struggling a little bit. Nothing special. Zoltan is short on ES. Let's see. All right. Only CFDs could be the CFDs moving around. Who knows? Who knows? Again, this is a possible target. This is a possible target. Quite in the middle. Could be a structure shift here on the 5-minute. I'm gonna keep my eyes open as much as possible. Still looking for the low of the day. Yeah, so here we have basically here, by the way, this is the London low right there. So in terms of London low, there's also a demand zone low. Now that's pretty much a nice level. Are we gonna go down there? Who knows? Who knows? But you know, I'd like to think we will, or we have a chance for it, but nobody knows. Anyway, we're still in the Labor Day holiday feeling or session, whatever. So and that's why I said, why not go crazy on an eval? Let me look at some magical indicators. Okay. You know what? I do like the idea to possibly go short on NQ. I don't know why that 371.25 is so tempting to go for. But yeah, I mean, why not? All right, nice pullback. Sorry, retracement on NQ. Picking liquidity from this fair value gap, this would be the first presentation gap. As you all know, this is the new hype. So here you go, the first presentation gap after the non-existing market open. BESAM is long. All right. I still have no positions on. It's a good thing we're having a little bit more viewers now. It's our time to shine right now, since many YouTube streamers, except the ones who are desperate, are not streaming. Tom, will we see an all-time high on gold? That's a good question. I think we will. I just don't know if it's gonna happen today. So, hey, Sir Bernsome. Yeah, 100 people, but only because nobody's technically streaming. So, who's in the right mind would stream on a day like this, right? Only the desperate ones. So, hey, welcome. Anyway. All right, NQ is pulling back. Why is no one streaming Labor Day? That's why. Labor Day. Holiday, US bank holiday. So those streamers who are actually still left with some brain cells are not streaming, but enjoying the holiday off. But me, I'm here in Europe. So I don't really care. I'm gonna stream, you know, even like when Santa Claus is here, you know, when he climbs through the chimney, I'm still gonna be here, you know, all day, all night. New microphone, yeah, Jay. Yeah, new microphone, definitely. Oh, I'm always. I like to be here. I mean, by the way, the London session was absolutely awesome. I mean, really, the price section, superb. I must say that. Absolutely superb. I think I had 4 trades. 4 trades. And all of them were winners. Basically. Just saying. So, you know. Oh, sorry. I wanted to put some elevator music to the stream. Okay. Tradeaholics, hey! May the trades be with you too, my friend. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's on holiday. Basic Suri, good to see you. At midnight open, we got flat. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Let's go, Zoltan. That's the way to do it. So as I'm seeing it, gold also going sideways. Who knows if it's even going to be possible to reach for that level. Not much is happening as far as I can check this. Not much is happening. You got out early on your short. Hey, the Abyss. Welcome. Where have you been, man? Where have you been? Well, sometimes we do that. I sound like a BBC broadcaster. I know that. That's the final boss. Yeah, I sound like the final boss. And I don't mind. That was the ultimate goal. Always. But actually, you know, it's about the, you know that. It's about the new microphone. You've been here last week, right? Of course. Now, I've got rid of the echo and we went through all the different settings, everything, and now it is tuned fine. Because I did want to have the microphone to have that podcaster, BBC, anchorman, I don't know, whatever tone. And I think we nailed it. I think we perfectly nailed it, you know. So NQ is going higher. I'm going to check. Where do we go here? Well, only the 5-minute supply zone up there. I'm not Philcos. I'm not with any kind of news channel before we go into politics or anything. Let's go. Abyss, nice job. 555 both I can withdraw. Abyss, that's how you make that. Congratulations. I'm really hearing Tom's voice. You do. This is the voice that you need to listen. This is the voice that's going to keep you here in trading. And also the voice that's going to have you, like, I don't know, We're gonna do some ASMR streams. That's what I really wanted to say, so don't worry. Hey, don't worry, Abyss, like hold on until tomorrow. I think better price action is definitely for tomorrow, but today we can go a little bit crazy on an eval. I'm also watching gold, like maybe something happens, who knows? Kind of hovering around this area. Close to that supply zone, but not 100% sure. There's another zone down there at 30.9. So who knows? It seems like NQ just sort of creating a bullish breaker to the upside. That would be interesting to see. So, you know, not much has happened. Guess we'll go back to enjoying. Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe that's the better thing to do. I'm gonna see this through after 10 a.m. Just want to make sure if there is a certain point here in terms of liquidity draw that it might want to take out. See you tomorrow. Absolutely. What do you think? Thanks for dropping in. 50. Ah, I see, Abyss. All right. Ron, remember how I told you only one losing trade in London after that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ron. I nearly hit daily loss breach with 10 after. Whew. Wow. I did not follow Ron. Come on. You can do better. Come on, man. No, actually, at least you're still in the game, you know. Content Hunter in the flesh entering the building. Welcome. Yeah, it's always better to blow up some steam on a demo. Yeah, demo up 1K. Nice, nice. Yeah, a goal is kind of, yeah, I know, Abyss. Shorted the open. Nice, Ron. So excited about what they come up with. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And I must say, of course, that today there will be no My Funded TV session or stream, as much as I know. So, you know what that means. We're going to stick around here. and if tomorrow you stick around with me for the New York session, I'm going to have you guys a giveaway here on stream. It will be fun. So make sure to tune in tomorrow as well. And we're going to be giving away a Take Profit Trader test account or a MyFundedFutures. I try with the scale account, all right? So just stick around. But I cannot do that today because there's no support to help me out with that. What time and whether there is discount? Party all night long, yeah. Yeah, I changed the microphone, Alex. Yeah. I do sound sexier. That was the goal all along. Thank you so much for finally someone is noticing that the goal all along was to sound a little bit sexier, you know. We should do the ASMR streams finally, you know. But this microphone is usually used on my OnlyFans page for subscribers, but now I still like, it's time to, you know, put it in action here on day trading as well. It was kind of boring with the old microphone. So we're going to go with this. And, you know, we're just going to sound like a broadcaster from the 1990s. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, no displacement to the upside on NQ. So I cannot just say that we're jumping into a long position. As I said, the 5-minute supply zone kind of looks good. ASMR streams, you know, is when I'm trying to Well, there's two things I can do. Yeah, Ron. So two things I can do. One, I can eat some food real close to the microphone, or I can actually, whisper into the microphone, or the usual stuff. But Philcos, I think you're pretty much an expert in that. I'm bad today. I'm bad. Gotta make this room a little bit darker. Also, I have to do something about the lights for the next stream, because the lights I'm absolutely not satisfied with the light conditions here, but I'm gonna set it up differently for next time. Yeah, Ron, it is definitely, yeah. Victor Borden, welcome. Better take the dog out, yeah. No, actually, I think this was it. Who knows? That's why I said we're gonna wait to see what happens after 10 a.m. I'm still a little bit curious, like, is there gonna be something worth to look for? Until the meantime, we can have a good conversation. Like, what's happening in your world today? Let me know. All right. Who knows how high we will go? Do you trade today? Yeah, Victor. So in the London session, we traded. London session was extremely good, despite the fact that it's a bank holiday in the US. But yeah, we traded and it was great. And, if I see a nice setup moving towards one of these zones, then I might just take a trade. I think the latest time until we might have a chance is like 10:30, 11 a.m. ish. If it's not really doing any movement towards these levels, then it's just it. I'm on holidays this week. Nice. I have to take care of our dog who had surgery. Oh. Well, I wish a speedy recovery for your doggy. Past 5 Apex 90. Ooh, 5Ks. Yeah, don't forget Apex is 90% off today and tomorrow. And lifetime activation fee is $85. Also, with Apex, the 250 and the 300K accounts, lifetime activation fee is $37. Total crazy. So if anyone wants to go degen and gamble, that's the cheapest solution. Also, Bulenox, 91% off on option 1 accounts. So, wow, right? That only applies for the 50K and higher, but don't go higher than 50K with Bulenox. Anyway, the sales are still going today and tomorrow. Funded Futures Network buy one, get one for free promo also extended. So it seems like some of these prop firms are really trying to compete. Yeah, you don't trust Apex, yeah. For those of you who don't have trust issues with Apex, they're still on a sale, yeah. Philcos, if you cannot really, if you're not reading the chat, that's basically meaning you're not really here, you're just pretending to be here. But yeah. Hey, yeah, Bulenox is good too. I like Bulenox. I absolutely trust Bulenox. And Apex is good too, but I know some of you guys have the issues with Apex. I know. I'm definitely gonna load up a couple of more accounts with both Bulenox and Apex for tomorrow, most likely. All right, so not much is happening here. There you go. I got you. you know. Is Bulenox with intraday? Yes, the option 1 accounts, Andy. Unfortunately, the option 2 accounts, which are the end of day trading, are not under the 91% sale. They are only 45%, but those are the option 2 accounts on sale. I mean 45%, but yeah, the option 1s are intraday. 800 contracts at 500. Yeah, that's why it's gravitating there. Okay. How long? Only, it seems like only, I was mistaken earlier in the London stream. I thought that the activation fee applies for those accounts that have been purchased during the sale period, but it seems like so. The activation fee promo is only active until tomorrow, but that means if you pass an account by YOLOing tomorrow on Tuesday, you can still activate the account, you know, on the next days. So if you pass the account, obviously the only way is just to YOLO the account. If you pass the account until Tuesday midnight, I mean not today, but you know, Tuesday to Wednesday midnight, then you can still activate it with the cheaper lifetime activation. So, but yeah, just a small scalp. Let's go. 499. Yeah, 499, you know, who knows about the slippage and all that such. Anyway, still no trade on my end. Trying to figure out where this one might go. Seems like, you know, gold is stuck. NQ, well, I don't know. Yeah, I see that at 500 there's like an almost relative equal highs up there, and we have the supply zone. Pretty much a slow movement. I was hoping for a bit of a, let's just say, a breakout to one of these directions, but as I said, let's wait for 10 a.m. That would be the wisest choice. Another 300 contracts at 505. Okay. There could be spoofing in Iran. Spoofing the market, and once price gets there to the 90s, it could be just taking those orders away. Yeah, TS, you know, I'd like to say it in a different way, but you know, what can I say? What can I say, TS? Well, it only depends. I mean, there's another way to say this, but yeah, I it's just my personal opinion, but I hear what you're saying. Relax. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Good afternoon. Rep Realme. Realme. Welcome. How many accounts do you have so far? Well, currently I have like 7 funded accounts currently, and I have like another 5 or 6 or maybe 7 evals. I want to pick up some Apex accounts for tomorrow and Bulenox's. Well, yeah, I have 7 funded accounts. Unfortunately, I'm still behind at MyFundedFutures, so I want to push it a little bit more. Look at that. It's going. Well, Rep, I can tell you that we were just having a discussion in London as well about this price action. And, you know, we come to the conclusion that on holidays, you know, we used to see like these kind of proper movements. Like we see better movements during a holiday or in between holidays than on a normal business day. Strange, but it's true. MSG UFO in the flesh. Hey, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. If I were going to pay out, it's ACH. Ah, yeah. Yeah, first day of new month, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. They took their 800 contracts. That was the spoofing. No Content Hunter. I tried that. Actually, I tried that. Well, not all my accounts, but almost all my accounts. I tried to do that in August, in the first 2 weeks of August. And that's when pretty much, cover your ears, that's when pretty much shit hit the fan. So nothing good came out of copy trading all my, well, actually most of my funded accounts back in the first 2 weeks of August. So that's why I slowed down and I'm behind progress. Before that, I was doing so great while I was rotating the accounts. And so I lost like 6 or 5 funded accounts, which was very good. In the, buffer zone was built up, everything was pretty good. Ready for, actually, I lost the MyFundedFutures funded account that was ready for payout. All I needed to do is just click on payout. But I was like, let's build some more. And so, boop, blew it away. So that was kind of a messed up situation in August. Victor, congratulations, second withdrawal today. Your second withdrawal ever. By the way, I do have to give an applause to Victor because he had his first and the second withdrawal. Let me just... Victor, congratulations. You see, they are spoofing. Zoltan started to look for short positions on ES. Well, relax. I'd like to say, like, I copy trade, but maybe with, like, for example, 2 accounts. Okay, maybe I divide them in, the small groups, like 2 funded accounts in a group. Maybe. Most likely not copy trading at all, but like, I'm gonna give you an example. With TRADEIFY, I started out a funded account, but because I'm using QuantHour, I'm not able to connect to TradeAway with QuantHour. But with a copy trading service like TradeSync, I can use a master account here, for example, an Apex master account, and I can copy trade it to, through TradeAway. Same goes for FundingTicks, but that's that is just an example. Otherwise, yeah, like small groups of 2, maybe 3 accounts, but most likely not more than 2 funded accounts at the same time. You're welcome, Victor. Yeah, maybe 3 maximum. That would be the maximum, but only 3 when I have, like, usually I'm not going with more than like 10 or 12 funded accounts, because that's way more than enough for me, because I also have to flip them, right? I'm not actively, when I have 10 or 12 funded accounts, I'm not actively trading all of them at the same time. So I kind of, focusing on 4 or 5 funded accounts at the time. And when something goes sideways, then maybe I go to the other ones, but, actively trading on 4, maybe 5. So I don't really need more than like 10 or 12. That would be the absolute maximum. And even if I would be having 10 or 12, maybe the maximum would be like, 3 funded accounts sometimes, not even always, to copy trade with. So we'll see. All right, let's see what's happening with gold. Seems like gold is kind of, looks like it might want to go down a little bit. Who knows? There's a level down there. This 31.5-ish. I think. I don't know. Kind of an interesting level. I'm going to show you why. If we go to the left. No, that's actually not it. Sorry. Maybe on the 3-minute? Yeah, on the 3-minute. Okay, so this is actually a 3-minute bullish order block too. I'm not saying we're going there now. I'm just saying that let's just do a tape reading on gold. So during the London session, I have to go to the 5. So here is a 5-minute order block here. 5-minute bullish order block. All right. During the London session, it pretty much went down, mitigated the order block, then pretty much tried to go through It never really made it. And then, you know, it was just bouncing like once, twice, third time here, and then went up here. Almost felt like it just wants to break through this one. But now it seems like it might try one more time. And this whole area on the 5-minute all the way down until 25.8 is basically a demand zone, okay? Or bullish order block. The low of the zone is 25.8. Now the bonus scenario here is that if I go down just to the 3-minute chart, there's another demand zone and another bullish order block inside of the 5-minute one. So here you go, 3-minute bullish order block. Now, what does this mean? It makes this area, that 530.9, even a little bit more attractive, you know, even a little bit more like, okay, this might just go down there, and why not, you know? It's kind of a good level. So what I'm trying to say here is, you know, what if this one wants to go, sorry, to this 3-minute level down there? Just an idea. Now the problem that we're having right now is missing of volume, not enough volume for this. So you know, not much to do with this. Kind of an interesting sign. So careful with that. Oh my gosh, ES is also like up there. I'll be watching gold as well. So far, that's all I see. Nothing super special. It was looking good in a certain way, but now we're just gonna wait. Da, da, da. The problem is we passed the 10 a.m. hour and we're just not seeing, you know, that reaction that we were hoping for. No reaction. Are you mugging? Am I mugging? That's the mugging. This? I'm not mugging. Or no, that's not the coffee mug. What does that mean? What does that mean if somebody's mugging? Sorry, I have to look for that. Oh, I see now. I got the explanation. I don't know why. Bookmap is funny. Feels short 33 contracts and he was trying to figure out where to... Oh my gosh. Yeah, that seems like, Dean, that was the only reaction or the only thing that we got so far in this market. Well, you know, what can we do, right? Yeah, I was just, you know, as I said, I was curious if the market is going to move in between 10 to 11, but it seems like not much is happening. You went short on gold with 3 micros. Yeah, I mean, as I said, the narrative is good on both ways. So, you know, we have a 5-minute order, sorry, fair value gap here that kind of looks like it just might need one more reach to that supply zone. But we also have a structure shift here that could mean that we might trying to reach down there. If I look at the big picture, the narrative, I'd say, you know, 1, 2, technically almost 3, 4 times tried to go through this zone. It didn't go through. The problem is the volume. No. Yeah, hey Satoshi. Yeah, I changed my microphone. Yeah. Huge investment to the stream. I had to. Previous microphone was bought like 7 years ago for $15. And now, after 7 years, I've invested to another microphone for only $150. But yeah, it's a good microphone. It's definitely a level higher, so we needed that. It's a difficult spot on gold. It definitely is. So it's basically a coin toss for both directions. I was actually hoping more from NQ, to be honest. So I was hoping more. But it's just not happening. Shorted NQ. All right, all right. Yeah, difficult spot. You're absolutely difficult spot. So what should we do? We can talk about risk management. We can do a, you know, risk management or mindset session, since there's no MyFundedTV today. Hey, oh, Dean, it's still absolutely cool. Have you ever tried Shure microphone? No, I never, ever. Trading strategies. Yeah. Man, this market is almost technically dead. As I said, I was expecting a little bit more. Yeah, it's Labor Day hangout. As the London session was cool, by the way. The London session was absolutely spot on. I can tell you that. That was great. Oops. What did I just click? Never mind. Volume weighted average price trading strategies. I'm not good in that, that's for sure. I just can't go with that. I wish I could, but that's not my department. It also works great. I mean, there's very good microphones out there. The thing is, you know, when I was searching for microphones, the thing is that like the quote unquote professional microphones, which are being used by quote unquote professional streamers, podcasters, content creators, are actually the entry level for those microphones are like $300, $400, $500. I know for a single microphone, which is a professional microphone, the entry level is like $300, $400. You can. I did my research. I was like, no, man, I'm not gonna spend like $500 on a microphone now. And there comes the midway alternative, which is Elgato, and that's what I bought. So Elgato is basically for small streamers, like rookie content creators, like starters, beginners, which is still an expensive microphone because this one costs like $150. But it's still like not the type of one like you buy in a Walmart for like $10 or $15. So these are two different worlds. But this is the first like low entry cost, entry level to sort of like a professional microphone. But so this is what I went with because, you know, why not? Just call we up. I know, I said it. Volkswagen. Evening was definitely better. Yeah. As I was researching, you know, I know that I'm also following this guy. I mean, anyway, anyway, there are some cheap microphones, professional microphones, you know, lots of arigato. Yes. I just thought about and keep before mic open. Yeah, something like that. There are good microphones. I'm not saying my previous microphone was a good microphone. I liked it, by the way. I did like it. I bought it for $15. So not even $15. And I love that microphone. I still have it put aside. So no, who knows when I have to use it again. But I'm perfectly, it was good. But, you know, I was like, you know, why not do a little bit of an upgrade? The Elgato voice. Elgato. Well, you know, as long as the quality is better, I think it was worth the investment. Arigato. Because I mean, I don't know what that means, but anyway. Yeah, the microphone is definitely was a good investment. So gold is still up there. I don't know what's up with gold, to be honest. I really have no idea. It does feel like it might want to go into that, what's that level, that 52, 51, 52 area, sorry. 50. Yeah, so we'll see. It just feels like that now this supply zone up there on gold, which is the 5-minute supply zone, is getting a little bit closer. I'm not saying it's mandatory to get there, but I don't know. NQ is definitely bit the dust for today, I guess. Maybe both, you know. Nobody knows though. But it's what? Provocative. All right. Already broke out. Oh, gold. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it moved. It moved. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's only one more area to go to. It's not a big deal. Now it's just sitting. Yes. Now it's just sitting. Okay. Well, we have the answer from this session, that's for sure. Almost pretty much in no man's land, right? How about we talk about it's a trap. Okay. I just want to get on CL. Yes, I don't know if crude is gonna move at all today. Hey AD, welcome. A quick look on crude. Okay, crude is not moving at all. Interesting. Gold is still there. I got you again. I know. Just the usual topics. AD, I had a good sleep. I could have used more, I guess. More sleep. The levels, Asia. Yeah. So about the Asia levels and London. So here was a London low, and officially here's a London high, I guess. So this is what we could call a London high, 502. Who knows? Asia high would be still up there somewhere. So that would be an Asia high, right? Right there. 55-ish area. Oh yeah, Muba. This, I mean, we were expecting this, obviously. We were expecting this, no surprise. But I was still kind of curious if the market gonna show us anything at all. The London session was good. So I know many of you guys were not here in, or maybe you have not been here in London, but the London session was good. Some good trades were happening. Oh yeah, the TP hit in London as soon as I also checked it. Like at the second I closed the stream, the trade hit the TP. So that was a nice trade. What just happened here? Is there a connection issue on Apex servers? I don't know. Seem like there is. Yeah, that was a good one. Hey, what's happening? Perfect unicorn at 930 low. It kind of looks good. You know, depends on which is your unicorn setup. There are many different unicorn setups here. The only thing I'm curious right now, if gold wants to go or not for that supply zone. Muhammad, hey, welcome. The new microphone is definitely better than the old one. Yes, thank you. Yeah. London 930 was the wick. Oh, I see. Yeah, if we're looking for displacement or fair value gaps, well, I don't know. There's an inversion here. It can still go higher. There was the liquidity sweep, shift in structure. Could go to the London high. So basically this is the London high. 502. We'll see. And gold is still there. Yeah, higher prices, most likely. Most likely that's what's going on. But how high? The zone starts at 52.3 on gold. Got the long in London. Let's go. He got out early. He just realized, you know, it's not worth to it's not worth the time, right? The old mic was deeper and more rudent regarding the sound. Less high sound. I liked it. Oh, you like the old microphone? Jake, we're gonna do private streams for you on the old microphone. But no, I know. I mean, I trust me, I did a lot of research. I was watching YouTube videos about proper microphones, and I was comparing the old microphone, like the sound quality or what can be upgraded or so or not. But I was, and I'm still, like, I was following some other, not trading streamers, but YouTube creators who were always sounding like, man, this is a cool sound setup. So I kind of tracked down what settings they are using and what microphones. So I was like, man, I need to get this. Which is a little bit different now. Yeah, I know. For those of you who are here since a long time, could be a little bit different, but trust me, it will only get better. I also have to upgrade the lights here. I do have the streamer light or whatever it's called. I have to upgrade some settings with light conditions, and hopefully, well, this month or next month, I'm going to be buying the new computer. Now, and I'm going to have a third. I mean, I do have a third screen here, but I'm going to have it for... I'm going to have it installed all the time. Anyway, some modifications are coming in the trading setup. This COBOL, yeah, you know. I also am going to change some decorations at the background. I don't want to do green screen. I mean, I was thinking to go with like a green screen or whatever, but I realized I don't want to mess around with that. It's simple, it's cozy for me, you know, having some good decoration in the background. So I have some ideas. You'll get used to it. Exactly. So what's happening with gold? Spiked a little bit up there to the 50. You see, even this one sounds better. Okay. All right, let's see. Everything is stuck. Guys, I would really love to say that something's gonna happen. I don't like that. I mean, sometimes it could be good for fun, Navab. It could be good for, you know, some funny streams. I was thinking about it, some similar situation. Like, I have some ideas to upgrade the stream, just to say it the least. I mean, I do have some ideas. Some AI backgrounds or some other scenes. So yeah. Hey, Mark. Hey, thank you so much. Little guy getting bigger. Well, we're trying. Yeah, something like that. Yes, exactly, Phil. Because I'm gonna use that. But yeah. Okay, nothing is moving. Nothing is moving. Yeah, not much to do with this, that's for sure. Yeah, gold is just not moving as well. Just pretty much stuck in this, I don't even know what it's called, in this range. So I'm not putting on a trade. This is a no trade session, it seems like. Todd Kramer, hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing, Todd. Yeah, Ruse, it's a bank holiday, so I was just curious if some movement is going to happen into one liquidity zone, but it's just not happening, so... They are always, yes, Philcross. All right, everybody, I would like to stay, but you know what? It's just not worth it. I'm not going to put on a trade. London session was good. I'm not going to give back those profits. So no trade for me. I think I'm going to call it here. And we'll be focusing for tomorrow. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I know this was a short stream, but I don't really care to open up anything, you know. London session, we did good, but that's it. Enjoy the rest of the day. Do not trade, do not do anything. We checked it, market is not moving, pretty much dead. So there's just no use to watch the charts right now, right? So thank you so much. If you would like to support the channel, please use the code TOMSABO at all these prop firms. There's some sales going on still with Apex, Bulenox, MyFundedFutures, Take Profit Trader, Funded Futures Network, you know, FundingTicks, TRADEIFY, whatever you want. The same code works everywhere. I would highly appreciate and being grateful if you use the code. Thank you so much. But I'll be coming back, don't worry, Abyss. I'll be here tomorrow in London and New York and MyFunded TV. Today is just, you know, it is what it is. It's not worth it. All right. God bless you all and trade safely. I mean, don't trade at all today. All right. So God bless. Cheers. See you guys and ladies and gents tomorrow. God bless.